Hey, I know it's been a while, but I'm here. I am so thankful to be here. It's been a moment. I hope you all are enjoying your Saturday. Okay, I'm gonna wait until a few people come in. I sent a few invites. I know IG's been acting a little funny. So we gonna roll with it. People haven't been receiving notifications or not aware of what's going on online, but it's all good. We're gonna make it work, right? How y'all feeling? How you feeling? How's this energy been? Are you making it do what it do? Hey, happy to see you all. Hey, my love. Come in. Feel free to share. Let people know that I'm online. I'm so happy to talk with you all. I'm so happy to see y'all for real. If y'all don't know what time it is, it's watermelon time, okay? Watermelon juice all day. Get into it. That's how you get that glow, you know what I'm saying? Hi, you all. Okay, so I think I'm just going to jump into it, and whoever is meant to be will be, and they will be here in this energy, and they'll be able to tap in. Okay, yep. See, I need to try the yellow one. Oh my gosh, the yellow watermelon. I've been so curious about it, but I rarely see them. Is it seeded? Because that's what I've been dealing with. None but seeded watermelon. But we're going to get into it. I'm going to start off with a prayer. If you are familiar with my readings, I always start off with a prayer, setting intentions, protection, inviting my team to be on board, letting them know we on go, right? And we're going to let it flow. Hey! So I'm going to do my prayer. You do whatever resonates with you. And then we're going to do some announcements, and we're going to get into the current energy, okay? I know it's been a while, so I want to, make sure we touch all bases. Yes, seeded, but the taste isn't that different from the red to me. Okay, I'm going to still try it, though. I've been real curious. I'm going to still try it. So I'm going to do my prayer, and then we're going to get into it. Okay, so just to get over some few little announcements, okay? Just to let you know, this is my platform for Amethyst Goddess InAlignment Ministries. Give you a little brief bio for those of you who haven't seen me in a while or have been curious about my platform or just so happen to come on here and see that I'm live. I've been in the game as far as my gifts since knee-high to adult. So basically, ever since I was a child, I knew I had gifts. And basically, I was able to communicate. At that time, I didn't know this, but when I was a child, I was able to communicate with other beings on different dimensions. And if you know anything about that type of gift, you sometimes are seeing things moving in and out of walls. You may see what they call ghosts or spirits, or you may see attachments on people, and like energies that may be lurking around or moving around the planet. So we have to have that awareness that we are not the only ones here, right? We're just in a meat suit, an avatar that basically we're operating and moving within it. And we're seeing things, all energy moving around us, okay? So I just want you to be aware that you're not alone. You know, even though there's you see just human beings, or what we perceive as human beings, that there's other energies that is moving actively around. Started in the church with my gifts, predominantly transitioned into having my own business. I had some experiences along the way that showed me, okay, you have some gifts and the people need them, and they keep coming to you asking for help, for guidance, advice, or what have you. Use those gifts. And I was trying to figure out, how could I possibly use those gifts, because I was only aware of using them in the church. How can I transition from that state into worldwide or international? So I had a series of events that happened in my life that was showing me, like, look, you need to go this way. You need to leave all the stuff that you are used to behind, having those secure jobs. You know, I had a federal job that was paying well, had a family, you know, just doing the whole thing that we're told or taught to do coming up. And basically life got really real when my father transitioned in 2017, and it made everything like stop for me, because I received messages prior to him transitioning. Didn't know why. Like, why am I getting these warnings? He's perfectly fine to me. And those confirmations of what led up to what happened to him, and from the whole process of him transitioning, I was able to help him cross over. So seeing that and being in that experience, when you're experiencing death that close up, where it's like your father or a significant other, like, life gets really real, and you start really like stop pushing things under the surface or pushing them under the rug, and like, look, I need to deal with life and really pull those questions out. Why did this happen? Why did I see the foreshadowing of my father's transition? Or like, what is my purpose? What am I here for? What is the meaning of life? All those different questions may come up. Specifically for me, I don't know if what you all been through as far as, you know, those significant memories in your life that made you want to change, but it definitely rocked my world. Being a medium, because that's what I am, I'm a psychic medium. This is something that you're born with, okay? It's not something that you just wake up one day and you just practice and make it perfect. No, it's something that you're born with. And usually it comes through like an ancestral bloodline. Like, either your mother, your father's side may have had it. And to be truthful about it, I feel like it's on both sides, but it's definitely on my mother's side as far as that gift. Okay. So basically, I've been with these gifts. I know how to use them. I work with energy. I feel energy. I sense energy. I smell. Even if, say, for instance, if someone has an attachment and it's low vibration, I can sense what's going on with them, whether I smell the energy of that particular attachment, or I actually see the actual attachment on them on an energetic level, or I may actually have just a knowing. Okay, so I pretty much have all the clairs. If you look into that, I pretty much get all of the experiences of what you would say as far as that psychic medium gift. Okay, so I did a little brief intro, just so you can have a little background. Of course, if you have any questions, feel free to like jot them and put them down, you know, in the comment section. But I just wanted to cover that just in case you didn't know what I do. So that means I can intuitively tap into a plant. I can tap into a plant. I can tap into an animal, because everything is energy. Okay, being the fact that energy is everywhere, I could even tap into grass. I know that may even sound crazy, but I sense things. I sense planetary shifts, which is why I don't jump on the bandwagon of when people like say astrologically these things are supposed to happen, current events, or you know, the Lionsgate portal. I know probably some of you all were a little disappointed that I didn't really, you know, bring any information for you, and it's only because I sense things on an energetic level that I need to shift my focus on something else that is far more important than what they're talking about on the platforms out here, okay? And it's not knocking anyone. They can feel free to do whatever they want to do, but I'm just letting you know, just reintroducing myself. I'm not going to be talking about all the astrological events that happen. I will not be talking about all the topics on the platform, like, you know, say for instance, voting and the next pandemic and all that. Unless I feel guided to, I will not like discuss those things. I will help you shift your focus on what you actually need to pay attention to, okay? Because a lot of times there are distractions siphoning our energy that wants us to deter from what we are ultimately here for, okay? And only you know that. I can help you along the way. I can guide you in that direction of where you need to be, because I am a guide, and I will help you transmute any energy that has come your way that is may have been low vibration or intentionally to harm you. I can help you with that. So feel free to inbox me, DM me. You know how to reach me. Any of you know, the ones that are here, you know that I'm pretty approachable. All I just ask is just for the respect, okay? So if it gets into real deep personal stuff, of course, you know, you need to book a consultation, okay? Or you need to just book a session one-on-one. And speaking of which, okay, I have 25% off now from now until the end of this month for one-on-one video readings, the sessions. So I'm moving. If you've noticed my website, if you haven't seen my website, check it out. I'm very proud of myself. I've been working on it. I've been teaching myself different things to make my website be the way it is. The one-on-ones, I'm shifting from saying readings all the time, okay? I'm shifting into a way of communication. So some of the things that I used to say, I may change those things, okay? And I'll give you background as much as I possibly can, but sometimes I'll just go with it. You just got to rock with me and just trust me, okay? But I will be doing one-on-one video guidance sessions. These are 30 minutes. They're 25% off. So originally they were like $125. Now they're $93.75, okay? So if you've been wanting to tap in, you've been wanting to connect with me, I'm traveling, so I won't be able to do one-on-ones in person. Now, if it's a thing where I'm in your city and I'm going to be there for a minute, I'm going to say pull up, and I'll you know, send out messages like, hey, I'm here, and I'll, you know, be on my stories or whatnot, so you will see that I'm in your city. But right now I'm rocking and rolling, okay? So the best way to get in contact with me as far as readings, you can DM me. You can go on my snip feed link in bio. You can go on my website, InAlignment Ministries, and I'm here. Also, Red Hot Insights. That's been a little lit, okay? The questions are $11.11, so that's $11.11. You can answer those burning questions. To say, for instance, you don't want to necessarily book a full-on reading. You really just want, or a guidance session, you really just want to just get one or two questions off, or maybe multiple, maybe a few, but you know you don't want a full 30-minute session with me. Feel free, link in the bio. It's called Red Hot Insights. It's right at the top of my bio, so in my link, so it won't even be a hard thing for you to find. It's like a flame with a match, okay? I'm also working on a project that will help a lot of you all. I know I've experienced several clients, and I've dealt with a lot of folk up until this point. So I've been in the game professionally for about 3 years, and I've been noticing a trend with those who come in contact with me that need my assistance, that need my guidance. Intuition is a major issue to overstand for a lot of you all. And I've had that experience as well, where I would receive messages, whether it was a quiet voice, whether it was a pull or a funny feeling, and I would go with it, but only to, like, on the receiving end of a person, especially if it's like shedding light on a person's behavior, or, you know, if they're doing something snaky, and I would feel like, that ain't right, something ain't right with this, I would get like that questioning, or like, in a sense, I guess they call it gaslighting, to not trust my emotions or what I feel. And being that I'm a very sensitive person, I do get emotional at times. I feel everything. So I would, like, especially as a child, I would like cry at the drop of a dime. Like every time, it's like anything would make me cry. Like a movie would make me cry, especially if it's like really sentimental, emotional, and all of that. I would like get really like a crybaby. I would be teased for that. So going through those experiences, or telling people telling me, oh, that ain't true, that ain't happened, or you lying, or you making stuff up, or you too emotional. When you have those experiences over and over again, sometimes it blocks you and makes you feel like maybe I am tripping, maybe it is me, maybe I'm not seeing things correctly, and then you second guess yourself with your inner compass, which is really telling you something isn't right. You may not know exactly what it is, and you end up second guessing yourself, and then you end up gaslighting yourself, tripping off yourself, like you tripping, you making stuff up, you're imagining things, you're just too sensitive. And then you're not leaning into that feeling that is guiding you, telling you, giving you that alert, right? Because we can use our body as a mechanism to judge or discern when something is not in alignment to our energy. And I got chills on that. So I want you to really start leaning into what you feel, and tap into that. Ask the questions, because it will give you the answers that you need in regards to that individual, that environment, that situation, because you're not getting that funny feeling for no reason. You're not hearing those voices, that stillness, and it's like, look into that, I don't know about that, don't go there, don't eat that. It's something going on why you don't need to go that way, or be that way, or eat that thing, okay? And I'm here to help you to empower yourself to say, hey, I'm gonna start trusting myself. I'm gonna start listening to those messages that come up. The more you listening to it, that better experience that you have with your intuition, the stronger you'll be with your intuition. Your intuition is already strong. And this is what I had to learn. There's nothing wrong with your intuition. There are experiences that you've had with your intuition that is preventing you from fully trusting yourself and fully trusting the messages that you receive. Your intuition is not tripping. There's nothing wrong with your intuition. We just need you to have a better relationship. And I'm speaking in the sense of not only me, I'm speaking in the sense, in the energy of spirit and your guides, okay, that are here right now, that they want you to just have a better experience with your intuition, okay? So I'm working on a project that will help you, that will be something easy that you can refer back to, like a guide, so that you can like better understand or overstand your intuition, how it works. Okay, because some of us, we don't always get the feelings. We get a knowing. We get something that may click here in the mind, and we may confuse it with overactive thoughts. And sometimes we need to heal our emotions to in our thought, like how we think, like our mind, and renew our mind, so that we won't, because I'm hearing the word intercept, we won't project situations or circumstances or thoughts into something, and we won't be overactive. Okay, we won't be overacting, meaning being paranoid or being overly emotional, and to kind of have that balance, so you can kind of counteract any negative feelings or emotions that you may be feeling, and it's just because of your past, because you have learned to a degree on how to behave or react to a situation based on previous traumas, okay, or circumstances that didn't feel good. So I'm helping you through that process with this project that I'm working on, and it should be out soon. And it is a gift from me to you, okay? Things that have helped me along the way. All right? So, last thing, I have a premium business package. Okay, this package consists of business consultation. If you would like, it is at an $80 value. You'll get that credited back to the package, which is originally $925. This package consists of talking points with me, having business sessions that I will help tap into the energy of your business to see the energy there, and what needs to be tweaked, who you need to target, whether it's people in position that are assisting you that may not be of the right vibration, that is, I'm even hearing synergistics. So it's a synergy. So making sure that everything is aligned with your business, I can help you with that. Just to give you a little more background, I left this out. I do have 2 degrees, a dual Bachelor of Arts degrees in Business Administration with a concentration of marketing, as well as fashion design and merchandising. Not only am I gifted spiritually to be able to tap in and help you go down in those layers of your business and sense what's going on, but I will back it with some data, some facts that are going on that can help you with your business and cultivate it the way you want it to be. So even if your business is fine, but you want to rebrand or you want to shift where your focus is as far as your business, or taking it up a notch, or healing some things within you, knowing that you are the face of your business or the energy of your business, you set the tone of your business, and you need that guidance and that assistance with that, I can help you with it, okay? This package includes a refresher, which is basically energy healing, to recalibrate, to rebalance your energy, especially with a business. If you're a solo business owner, sometimes you endure a lot of stress, right? You may not have the privilege of having an assistant or someone helping you run the business when you have downtimes, those sick times, those stressful times, and you need the help. So the refresher is there to help you energetically so that you can feel more alert, you can feel grounded, you can feel good, and go back into your business with a sound mind, stable energy, and you're grounded and you feel good. Also, we have like the check-ins where you can check in with me. This is generally anywhere from, it depends on how you want to do it. So it can be anywhere from 6 months to even a year, how you handle it. If you want to break it down in quarters, I can work with you, okay? But I got all the business stuff away, and just to let you know, that is 15% off for first-time clients. If you have any questions about that, I would love to work with you. I would love to help you with your business and take it up another notch, all right? So we got all the house stuff, the announcements out the way. Now it's time to get into it, because again, I had to cover those things because I have not been here on the lives in a while. Y'all have not seen me, okay? So we got all that out the way. If you have questions, feel free to drop them. I'll stop and get to you as soon as I can. Okay, so I already set the tone for prayer. Hey, I already set the tone for prayer, so I'm ready to get into it. Okay, let's talk about the current energy. We have a full moon in Aquarius coming up on the 19th, I believe. We're currently experiencing Mercury retrograde. But I'm going to sum it all up for you through the energy readings. So if you don't understand or overstand astrology, that's okay. Okay? Yeah, my hair grew, babe. It looked good, don't it? But I just want to go into the current energy so you can better understand what is going on, or overstand what's going on. If you don't know about astrology, that's okay. That's the beauty of what I do. I interpret the energy for you, and I use words that you can comprehend or understand like regular folk, okay? You don't have to be an astrologer and know a whole bunch of stuff about astrology to know what's going on, because I tap into the energy, all right? So give me a brief moment while I tap in. Okay, the first word I heard was boldness. A lot of you all have been hiding behind the scenes. You have been doing work on yourself, but I'm seeing that now it's time to come out of hiding, okay? A lot of you all do not want to be seen. You just want to just do the work and just like be in the shadows. And some of you all, it's okay to like do that, where everyone don't need to be on display. Everyone doesn't need to be on a platform to showcase their talents or their gifts. But the people that I'm talking to, you are intentionally hiding your gifts and your talents, or you are not as confident as you should be given your credentials. And Spirit is saying it's time to come out of hiding. You've been in hermit mode long enough. Now it's time to show up and show out. Okay? So if you know anything about Aquarius energy, their affirmation is I know. Okay? It's not I'm considering it. It's not that I am hoping, right? It's a knowing. And from what I've been hearing as far as the energy, we're transitioning to that Aquarius energy where it's about knowing. It's not about hoping and believing, even though believing has its place. But if you know, like I know, faith without works is dead. Okay? So you can hope and wish you coulda, shoulda, but it's about knowing and doing. So right now this energy is calling for us to be more aligned to what vibes and rocks with us, what resonates. So if you're still forcing yourself in circles that no longer serve you, or you don't even really belong there, it's time to transition out of that. And I'm hearing don't fake the funk. Okay? So it's a thing where a lot of us been faking it until we make it. And that's cool, and it can bring you up to a certain degree, because sometimes it takes a certain level of mind trickery to an extent to psych yourself out to get to where you need to be. But now it's time for you to really dig deep and pull out the beauty, the essence within you to be who you are called to be. All right? So a lot of us on this platform, we have a purpose on this live right now. We have a purpose. We have a divine plan that has been orchestrated before we came into this world. And now it's calling for us, the energy is calling for us to stand up in our rightful positions and be who we are called to be. Not waiting for someone to knight us. Not waiting for someone to verify us, right? To have that badge or that verification to say or validate us that we are who we say we are. It's now time for us to be in position to actually take our rightful place in that authority. That is the energy that is called for. Now, from what I'm seeing with that Aquarius energy, is shedding the way you perceive community, is shedding the layers of how you perceive yourself. Okay, as far as your unique position in this world. Because I'm seeing that some of you have certain gifts and certain things about you, certain traits, certain qualities that are unique only to you. And it will help, ultimately, it will help the collective. Okay? A lot of us are too busy worried about the collective. If you focus on yourself, you are helping the collective. You are helping your community. You are making a lasting impression on this earth, okay? But in order to do that, you have to shift your focus and look inward. Work on yourself, and then come out and present yourself to the world. And a lot of you are doing that. It's just y'all been in that state of hermit mode for a while now, and it's time to come out, okay? It's time to be unique and be weird. Be that person that has that voice, that unique voice, because there's someone out there like waiting for you to show up on that GPS system, that satellite. They're looking for you to show up, not for you to be someone else or emulate someone else. They're looking specifically for you. Your team is looking for you. Your soul tribe is looking for you. And if you're emulating or impersonating someone else, how are they going to find you? Right? So you be you. And that's unique. That is beautiful. That is wonderful. You came into this world to be this way. So embrace it. All right? So that is the energy that I'm getting. I'm also hearing preparedness. So some of you all have gone through a preparedness state. You went through preparation. You're working on yourself, but I want to help you tweak it a little bit, because some of you all, when you went into that hermit mode, you actually went into wanting to be perfect. Okay, it started to go a little bit on the perfectionism side, wanting to be perfect. And your perception of perfect needs to change, because you have everything that you need within you. And that's perfect. Okay? So the way you are is just fine. It's just you need to make a little tweaks as far as your energy, as far as attachments, as far as, you know, those negative thoughts or negative thinking. And I call that stinking thinking. You just need to tweak that. It's not about, okay, well, do I look good enough? Does my voice sound good enough? Do they understand me? Are they going to remember me? And all of that. You're already memorable. You have a lasting impression. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. So I'm saying that let go of the idea of being perfect, because you are already beautifully made. Accept your role in this world as far as your purpose. And if you're experiencing some issues discovering what your purpose is, I can help you just a little bit right now. So if you notice a pattern within your life that you've been experiencing time and time again, you just always have this hiccup in this one particular area, more than likely that is part of your purpose. Okay? So if self-love have been an issue with you, and you've noticed that you've graduated from different levels of self-love, boundaries, taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself, reparenting yourself, going through those processes, more than likely that's part of your purpose. Okay? If there's been a thing where you are passionate about, something that you really love, something that you really love to do. Okay? And sometimes our passions are not necessarily our purpose, FYI. But if it's something that you just can't let go of, like you think about it in your dream state, like you damn near obsess about it, right? And it makes you feel good, that's more than likely part of your purpose. So you integrate both of those ideas, those different things that you've experienced, and then you make it work. So say, for instance, with me, just to give you an example, I can't shake these gifts even if I want to. I can't help but be seen. I have this voice. I have these unique gifts. I have this intellect. I have this intelligence. I have these emotions and these feelings. I'm incorporating it into a business where I'm helping others empower themselves with my gifts. Okay? So whether it's tapping into the energy and giving you channeled messages, letting you know, giving you a heads up, sounding the alarm for you, being on alert and being aware of your surroundings and what is going on within the energy, even if it's not foreseeable according to the news or according to he and she and they, right? I give you the heads up. I give you the alert. I also help guide and direct you into a certain direction, but I help you with your own intuition, with your own gifts, with your own divine innate abilities. Okay? Not only that, if there are imbalances with your energy, I'm able to tap into your energy and help move some things around, remove some things. I help rebalance and recalibrate your energy. I help you reset your subconscious mindset so that it's programmed back before those experiences that tripped you up and had you like on this repeated cycle. And I can help you with that. If there are generational attachments, some of us call them generational curses. If you're going through things on a repeated cycle and there's things that you have contracted in ancestrally, unbeknownst to you in this lifetime, but if you see a repeated thing going on in your bloodline and you are actually a part of that experience, I can help you with that as well. So that's how I found out my purpose. It was something that I couldn't shake. People kept coming to me left and right, whether I was at my regular job, and people were coming to me for advice, or they would feel healed when I do certain things, or say certain words, I knew that that was a part of my purpose. So with that being said, if you need clarity as far as that is concerned, DM me, book a consultation, book a session with me, and I'm here. A lot of you all are not giving yourself enough credit when it comes to your purpose, because some of you all are so gifted that you feel like you can't do all the things that you desire to do. It just calls for you to have some form of organization in your life, and this is Virgo season coming up. So some of you all need to get your thoughts organized and be able to execute them in a way that will help you. So you may not be able to launch all of your business endeavors all in one go. You may need to focus on one thing at a time and break those things up into smaller chunks. But the vision is still there. It's just, it needs some organized thought when it comes to your planning. Some of you, you're getting up on the whim and just doing. It may take time for you to actually write those out, come up with a strategy, come up with a plan, give yourself execution deadlines so that you can hold yourself accountable. You're just getting burnt out or overwhelmed because you're trying to do everything. You may need to pay for some assistance. You may actually need some guidance. You may need a mentor. It may be a few things out there, but I'm hearing that you need to use your resources. Use what's around you to help you elevate to where you need to be. A lot of you all are service providers, and you don't see yourself as healers, but you are. When you're doing a service for someone, when you're creating a service or a product for someone, and your intentions when you created that particular product or that service, you really put a lot of love and life in it. And that activated the energy of that product or service to help those that come in contact with it. But you don't see it that way. You kind of downplay the way your energy works and the effectiveness of your energy. You think you have to be this big time, large healer in order to be recognized as such. And I'm here to tell you, you don't have to. You are a healer. Accept it. The only thing I would suggest is to make sure you keep your energy clean, cleanse your aura. Right? So if you're dealing with people like clients every day, to cleanse yourself, use Epsom salt or some Celtic sea salt with some water, and visualize removing any attachments or anything on your hands, especially if you use your hands a lot. Okay? Hairstylists, locticians, all of y'all, like even those who actually create beauty products, skincare. If you're touching people, make sure you keep your hands clean and cleanse. Make sure if you have a shop or you're in a certain environment, you regularly cleanse your environment, whether it's sage, Palo Santo, incense, anything. Opening up the windows, letting fresh air come in, shifting some things around within your business, your place of business. And I can also help with that too. I have that on my website, Interior Org Design, where I can basically tap into the energy of your business. That's what I'm really focusing on now, as opposed to homes, where I can basically help you with the feng shui of your home, of your business. So if I sense that energetically you're looking for a certain type of clientele, or you want to generate more business, or you want to have a certain team on board, I can set the tone of the business, the actual physical establishment, to bring that energy in. Whether you need to put some things in there, buy some things, shift some things around in that place of business, I can help you with that. Okay? So I just wanted to let you know that is the energy that I'm sensing right now. And I'm also hearing preparedness in the sense of, if you already have that awareness that, hey, I need to probably go to the grocery store and buy a little bit more products or canned goods, or make sure I have some things in stock, make sure I have my toilet tissue, my water in stock. Don't wait until the last minute. Okay, that's a subtle warning for you. September and October will be dates that you need, or months that you need to really pay attention to as far as the energy, not necessarily what's on the media, but pay attention to your surroundings and what you feel. So if you've been at the grocery store and you just been kind of getting just what you need for the day, but then you hear this still small voice that's telling you, you probably need go ahead and get you a pack of water. Do it. Okay? If you're hearing, hey, you need to go to Costco or Sam's this time around, or get that membership, you need to do it. Because you're not getting those messages for nothing. They're for a reason. So if you've been checking the climate as far as the current energy of what's been going on, you'll know that you need to have some form of preparedness. Okay? And it's not about acting out in fear, but it's a thing where you're acting out of God-given common sense. And if you don't want to be in a situation where you're on your last leg, or you're procrastinating, because I do see that it's an issue with the energy that I'm tapping into. A lot of people have been procrastinating and not honoring the signs, not honoring their inner compass. They're going to experience some things, unfortunately, that look like lack. Okay? So I just want to put that out there. Let's go ahead and get into the signs, all right? All right, so I'm going through the 12 zodiac signs, just the traditional zodiac signs. I'm not doing extra signs that are out there or energies. I'm just going to do the 12 zodiac signs. Now, if you know your birth chart, you know your sun, moon, and rising, good. Usually when it comes to when you hear about energy, you listen to your sun and your rising sign, okay? Now, when it comes to your love connections, if you hear something as far as an energy session related to love, you look at your moon and you can look at your Venus. All right, just FYI. But anything that resonates with you, say for instance, you like to just hear all the messages, and you feel that you can go with what resonates. You know, I always tell you guys to eat the meat, throw out the bone. So if it doesn't apply, let it fly. That type of vibe. Just pick up on the messages that are meant for you, even if it's a different sign. All right, so let's get into it. Aries, I'm hearing for you overdrive. Okay, there is an energy for you. You need to relax. Okay, you've been in high alert. You've been wanting to take action. You've been wanting to initiate change in your life. You've been feeling uncomfortable, and you feel like it's like you're in suspense. You're waiting in suspense. You're waiting for something. You know something is supposed to happen, and it's not a negative feeling. You know something good is going to happen, but you just don't know what it is, and you feel like you're not prepared enough. And Spirit is saying you are more than equipped. You're more than prepared. Just go with the flow and don't stress yourself, because some of you all are in your head. And Aries, I believe they rule the head. So I would strongly recommend to like cool your head, do like a head cleanse where, you know, I was telling you about this, the cleansing with the Epsom salt or the Celtic sea salt and water. You can do that over your head, or if you have Florida water, you can use that as well while you're in the shower, or if you're in the tub, you can just submerge yourself briefly and like almost like you baptizing yourself, okay? If you're familiar with that. But I'm seeing that your head is too hot energetically. So you need to cool off, because you've been using a lot of mental energy to get to where you desire to be. And I'm also hearing like fortitude. So it's just been like a lot of thoughts. You've been using a lot of mental energy to work on projects, to be in the know, to get information, and sometimes it gets overworked. And I'm also hearing take a nap. Take some naps, okay? It's okay to take a nap. You know, that's not just for children. If you need to take a nap, take it, because it helps reset your energy and you'll feel more refreshed, okay? Taurus, you guys are already known for this, but I'm hearing stubborn, okay? A stubborn energy with you all. Some of you all are forcing, I'm hearing connections. You're forcing situations to make them work instead of allowing them to work for you. Okay? You have everything that you need. Just like I told Aries, you have everything that you need. You just don't need to force it. Just show up and do what you need to do. Okay? So, Taurus, I'm seeing that your affirmation is I have. So you have everything. Stop seeing yourself as what's going on with Taurus right now. You're doing a comparison with outsiders, with other people that may be in your field, or just other people that you deem as successful. But you don't know their story. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know what they did to get there. So it's best to just focus on yourself and not do a comparison thing, because that can rob what you deem as growth. You won't be able to perceive how far you've come because you're too worried about what others have and what others are doing. So I strongly recommend that you put some blinders on, like horses. And I'm not calling you a horse, but have you ever seen like those horses where they have to have those blinder things on so that they can focus and not get distracted on the left or to the right? You need to be like that, Taurus, because I'm seeing with your energy, you are too fixated on outside circumstances and outside things that don't matter. What somebody else has is none of your business. What someone else got going on is none of your business. You need to focus on yourself. You're equipped with far more than what you're giving yourself credit for, okay? So don't be stubborn as far as like making things work. Be okay with where you are now. Show up and do what you know you need to do, and stop worrying about what everyone else is doing and what you deem as successful on the outside, okay? And I'm also hearing that some of those people that you're admiring paid the price, okay? So if they paid the price, whether it was on some low vibrational stuff or some high vibrational stuff, you never know. So it's just best for you to mind your business. And I'm hearing that really strongly. And it's not to make you feel away, but it just will prevent you from going up and down so much emotionally, okay? Because when you look outwardly and you focus on everyone else and if they are successful and how they look on IG or on social media, and they got this following and this like and support and shout outs and all this kind of stuff, and you get distracted on your own growth and your own testimony, your own story, and what you have going for yourself, and you sleeping on yourself low key, okay? Gemini, you are coming up in an energy of boldness where you're going to start really not caring about what people are saying. And I'm hearing this term that hopefully it won't get flagged, but I'm hearing let your nuts hang. Okay? So you're getting into this energy of letting your nuts hang. And if you got ovaries, hey. But from what I'm hearing is it's an energy of you're in your power, and you're no longer allowing yourself to talk yourself out of opportunities, of being visible. You're no longer allowing yourself to cop out. You are actually being seen, Gemini. I'm seeing that you'll be one of the signs that will go through a transformation within the next 3 to 4 months. Next 3 to 6 months, that will really pivot you to not worry about what people are saying. And I'm hearing naysayers. They don't matter anyway. Okay? So keep moving forward in your gifts. You're seeing the vision very clearly. So don't doubt yourself. You have everything that you need. All of y'all, I've been going through every sign so far. Y'all you're fully equipped with everything that you need. You just need a little tweaking here and there. And the tweaks is really dealing with the mind, how you view or perceive yourself, and how you are comparing yourself to the outward situations and people and distractions. But Gemini, I'm seeing that you're fully equipped. You speak well. You carry yourself well. You got a little pizzazz about yourself, Gemini, that you need to utilize because it's a unique trait within you. Okay, you have the intelligence to articulate yourself clearly. You won't be perceived as someone that is not articulate, that doesn't know what the hell they're talking about. You know exactly what the hell you're talking about. You know exactly what you're doing. Don't second guess that. I'm hearing the color green. You may need to start wearing more green, or have like a crystal. If you have jade, that is a very fortunate energy to have, like the jade stone. There's a green stone that I'm seeing. I can't get it right now, but if you can get any green crystals, wear them, especially when you're doing events, especially when you're doing speaking engagements, especially when you're on social media, wear some form of green. Because I'm seeing that you need to be seen, and that energy enhances your aura. It also establishes good fortune, or reinforces the energy. It's reinforcing what you already possess. And so it's like an enhancement to your energy. And green is also, what I'm seeing is heart chakra energy as well. So you're really going to be tapping into your heart space. Talk about things. If you're someone that is a social media influencer or something, talk to people based on what you feel good about. All right. If you feel compelled with your heart, you have compassion in that arena, move in that direction. Don't go into stuff that everybody else is talking about. Right. Because we have a lot of people that are know-it-alls, that feel like they know so much, and they have pretty much have a good grasp on how life is and how it works. And I'm here to tell you, if you here in this life, you figuring it out as you go. I'm serious about that. Even me, I had to go through a series of events in my life to get to where I am, to better understand why I am here. And that's the beauty of life. That's the journey. When you're here on this earth, this is like a university, okay? It's a university for you to learn something. It's some educational thing that you need to learn, a lesson out of your experience. And we can really go deep into that, but we're going to shift over to Cancer, okay? Cancer, you're about I feel. Some of you have been tripping. Energetically, from what I feel, Cancer, you have been tripping. A lot of it is connected to your mother, and even just parental period. So like whoever raised you, no, cut that. It's mother and father. And I know usually with Cancer, it's talking about the home, right? And from what I'm seeing with the energy of Cancer, there's some things coming up to the surface that you are dealing with based on your home life, based on your childhood, where you had some things where you were teased about, or you may even not necessarily been teased about, but some of you have had issues where you felt like you didn't fit in. Just being really real about that, where you felt like you didn't belong. And so it's like those things that you didn't resolve back then, they're actually now are like showing up, like coming up to the surface for you to deal with. And a lot of it is because you have unique traits, you have unique qualities, and it feels like you feel so different and out of place, and you're like, where do I belong? Where do I fit in? I feel like I did not connect, or I'm not associated with something. You want some form of affiliation. So you're here in this lifetime to find a home, okay, on an energetic level. So you've been searching, you've been yearning. Where do I belong? Where am I well received? Okay. Some of you are searching for a validation and acceptance, and it's going to come up during this time where you're going to feel a little uncomfortable. You may get a little weepy, a little emotional, a little sensitive. So if any of y'all on here know a Cancer or whatever, now's not the time to be starting arguments with them and like, pushing them. Allow them to have their space. If they're quiet, just check up on them, see how they're doing. But don't force issues as far as discussions, because they're going through some things right now. Okay? I'm not seeing a time frame. Right when I said I'm not seeing a time frame, I see a time frame. So 2 to 3 weeks. I'm seeing 2 to 3 weeks from now, you are still going to be experiencing these emotions. And you just got to flow through them. You just got to kind of deal with them because you feel deeply. You can't help it. And if you know, like I know, Cancers, they're ruled by the moon. So anytime something tick, you know, the moon is always rotating or doing this thing. It's always active. So it sometimes can make you feel like you're going crazy, Cancer, where you're not in control of your emotions at times, and you be tripping for no reason. Seemingly, but it's really the energy that is pushing certain things, like certain triggers, so that you can deal with some stuff that you've been putting on the back burner. Okay, so it's just going to be an emotional time for you, Cancer. You just got to roll with it, stay grounded, be out in nature. I know you probably hear that a lot, but it's true. Go in some water, okay? Be in some water, take a bath, take a shower if you have to. Go to your local park or a waterfall. You don't necessarily have to physically be in the water, although that does help, especially when it comes to visualization and wanting to release things that no longer serve you, attachments, energies, whatever. Being in the water helps, but just being near it can help you as well, okay? And also moonstone, I'm hearing. Carry a moonstone with you. Okay, it doesn't have to be large. It can be something that you can put in your bra, put in your pocket, your purse. It can be a bracelet, a pendant, or whatever. Leo. Okay, Leo is about I will. Okay, Leo, happy birthday. You know, I'm sure you've been having a blast during your season. Leo, I'm hearing like this full moon energy is going to help shape your perception of yourself. Okay, some of you all have not been seeing yourselves correctly. You've been misaligned to a degree. So say for instance, I'll give you an example. Some of you, your perception is people have been telling you, oh, you're pretty, oh, you're beautiful, oh, you're so pretty, or you got it going on, or whatever, and they give you like a lot of flattery, right? And it's not saying that you're not those things, but sometimes we can overly do it with the compliments, right? And so then you have this perception that if one day you may not look like what they say you look, then you're ugly. And that's just one example. So it's like you've been built or programmed. I'm hearing built. Yeah, built. So even through childhood, you've been given compliments on certain characteristics that may be pleasing to the eye or pleasing to others, right? And they keep giving you that compliment or those compliments. And what is happening is with those compliments, you are thriving in a sense off of those compliments. It's almost like you need those compliments to feel like you're someone, to feel like seeking that validation. And if you feel like you're on a point in time where you're not the most attractive, and whatever that is deemed as, or you don't you have a low day, or a day that you didn't feel the most productive, or you feel like you didn't really show up strongly like you usually do, then it's like the whole world collapsed on you. That's the way you feel. And I'm here to tell you that you're going to have those moments like where you're up and down. But the goal is to not be so hard on yourself when you do have those low points, okay? Because when you're focused on those low points, it's only going to make you feel lower. And then it's going to take a minute for you to get out of that energy and rise to the occasion of where you need to be, okay? So to balance that energy out, it's like find a way to not allow yourself to dip that low within your energy, okay? But I'm seeing, Leo, you may have some opportunities during this time to actually really revisit, and I'm even hearing the word revise, okay? Revise the way you view yourself, okay? I'm seeing being more aware of what outside influences do to you, like the impact, the influence, okay? So if you're noticing the compliments coming on, some of them you can actually tell if it's genuine or not. You'll be able to tell if it's coming from a good place, or are they actually giving you those compliments because it's self-serving, I'm hearing. So some people give us compliments and big us up because they get something out of it when you give them that attention of, oh, so-and-so is complimenting me, so-and-so is telling me this, so-and-so. And it's like an energy exchange, but it's like they're pulling more of your energy than you realize. Then you're searching for that energy. Some of these people are preying on you, Prey. They're preying on you in a sense of, and this is not to alarm you. Well, it is to alarm you to an extent if it applies, so that you can be aware and like cognizant of these things or situations that you experience. But I'm seeing that some people do certain things knowing that you react a certain way and they get something out of it. So I'm hearing like emotional manipulators, to be more aware of that, so that you're not feeding the ego. Okay, that's what I'm getting. So just be more aware of that. All right, Leo. Virgo. I love Virgo. Virgo, you guys are coming up with the birthday season. Happy birthday. You've been analyzing a lot. You've been working a lot. You've been analyzing a lot. You've been in your head. What else is new? You ruled by Mercury. What to expect, right? But I'm seeing with this energy, Virgo, you need some rest. And I know you have a lot of demands. I know a lot of people are pulling your energy and requiring of you, especially if you have children. But you need to find some form of rest. I'm seeing that even if you can do like a 3-day staycation or something like that, I'm seeing some of you actually can afford, it is affordable for you to take some days off of work, okay? And I just got a feeling in my ear, so that's like a confirmation. But some of you all, it seems like you can't even hear yourself, because I'm getting this underwater feeling. So some of you are so submerged with work and activities that are requiring your attention, that are really like bombarding your mind and just your emotions. It's keeping you from enjoying yourself and like having some pleasant moments, because you're just so engulfed into working and doing, okay, rather than just being. So some of you all feel so overwhelmed, it feels like you're underwater. It's like pressure. Okay, so if you can, a 3-day staycation, even because I'm saying staycation on purpose. Some of you all are not able to go to another city or another state or country right now. It's more feasible for you to do like a staycation. So even if it's like, hey, I need to go to a hotel, get someone to watch the children or the business, you need to be out, okay? Because I'm seeing that if you do not take this vacation, this staycation, again, is not to scare you, to instill fear. It's just a warning. Some of you will have breakdowns, okay? Even nervous breakdowns. And that's not all of you all, but especially if you haven't been grounded the way you need to be, and you haven't been doing like your proper like spiritual protection and like making sure you release the things at the job and leave them there, and you're bringing them home, and you're allowing people to blow up your phone and stress you out, and you not having enough rest, and like the people that are supposed to be supporting you are kind of not stepping up to the plate. I'm seeing that there could be a possible breakdown, like a mental breakdown or something like that. And that will put you down for like a week or so. So it's best to go ahead and put yourself in a position to win. Okay? All right, Virgo. Libra. Libra is all about eye balance. Let me see if I can turn some light on, y'all. Man, the lighting changed up quick. It was all sunny earlier, but it's all good. We rocking and rolling. So Libra, eye balance. What am I hearing for Libra, Spirit? And just to let you know, you can look at this for your sun, moon, and rising. I'm even hearing Venus. Libra, you are going through an emotional transformation. And it's so interesting. I'm discussing emotions through this whole thing. I've been discussing emotions. But Aquarius energy, that ain't nothing of considering emotions. That's a knowing, right? Pisces is about believe. Cancer is about I feel. But for some reason, it's all stemming back to emotions. And what I'm gathering from the emotional states of a lot of us, we are very sensitive during this time. Okay? So it's ultimately influencing what we know. You know how, say for instance, you like hella smart, and you've been told that you're smart, but say for instance, if you make a mistake, especially if you were really like a perfectionist child, or you've had experiences where you felt like you was on your A game, but if you slip up, then you feel like, I must not be the smart after all, or I'm dumb, or saying different things like negatively. I'm seeing that some of us have had emotional experiences that affect our knowing. So you're gifted, you're talented, you have a purpose, you can do better, you have everything that you need, but something in you, because of certain experiences that you had, made you feel, I'm hearing the word negate, made you feel like you are incapable, or you can't comprehend, or you're not able to get what you desire, and it seems so far away from what you can obtain or in your possession. I'm seeing that a lot of us have had experiences that made us feel like we were limited, made us feel like we are incapable of being who we envision. And I'm seeing that a lot of us have in a sense short-circuit ourselves, because we've kind of downplayed our gifts in who we are, for the sake of people, for the sake of fitting in, like being in certain situations, comfortability, fear of failure. Some of us have a fear of success, feeling like we can't handle it if we did have a certain amount of power, or whatnot. But recognize that you already have power. Recognize that you already have authority. Recognize that you don't need to control anything outside of you in order to make things happen. That you have everything you need within you. Okay, recognize and accept that. So Libra, Libra, I'm hearing the better you feel, the better the outcome. Okay? Make sure you're feeling good. Make sure you're prioritizing rest and taking care of yourself, and being around people that support you on your journey and are not negative and not speaking things negatively over your life. Make sure you protect yourself in a sense where someone's saying something negative towards you, even if it's just like, you know how some people, like in their conversation, they say something negative, and you can easily just say, I don't receive that, well, that don't pertain to me. Be okay with having that dialogue or that exchange, that verbal exchange, because sometimes when things are put in the atmosphere, and especially if we're in that vibration to accept and receive those things, it can kind of make us feel a way. And we can actually take on the energy of that person, whether they intentionally or unintentionally put something in the atmosphere for us. If they're feeling down and they're feeling down and out, it does not mean that you need to be feeling down and out. You don't need to take on what they got going on. If they feeling sad over their circumstances, then they're feeling sad of their circumstances. You do not have to take on that energy just to be their friend or that support. Okay? Because that's going to bring your energy down and mess up what you got going on. Okay? I'm getting an energy of a little bit more selfishness. So if you need to take time for yourself, if you need to retreat, if you need to extract or withdraw from situations or environments, you need to do so. Okay? But I'm hearing pleasure. Pleasure will be like the ultimate thing for you to focus on. Do things that make you feel good. Okay? And anything opposite of that, you need to like push that to the side. Now that's not to say, oh well, that means I don't need to exercise. That don't mean I don't need to eat right, or I don't need. No, you need to find pleasure within the exercise. So it may not be a thing where you're doing a full on, like I'm doing weights, I'm in the gym and all that. It may be a walk, right? And then you'll find pleasure in your scenery. You'll find pleasure in knowing that your body is being healthy and that it's moving for you, and finding gratitude that you have the activity of your limbs, that you have the ability to breathe, that you have the ability to have air moving through your lungs, right? Like sometimes we have to find the pleasure and not just well, I don't want anything that requires discipline. Because if you know, like I know, with pleasure you need this discipline. Because sometimes you can tap into pleasure a little bit too much, right? And there can be an imbalance. But find like those times where you need to execute some things and dash a little pleasure in there. So say for instance with eating right, or however you want to categorize it, like eating healthy. If you like smoothies, like I get a sweet tooth sometimes, okay? So I will make a smoothie, like a wild berry, like berries, and like put like oat milk and all of that in there, and make a smoothie. But that will cut my desire of wanting to eat sweets. So I've taken pleasure in making like smoothie bowls for myself. And they're really tasty. You get what I'm saying? So then you won't be focused on like, oh, I gotta go to the local bakery every time I get a sweet tooth or whatever. Okay? Scorpio. I'm hearing the word internalize with you, Scorpio, and I'm working through that energy just to see what's going on, okay? Your desires, okay? So Scorpio is I desire. That's your affirmation. A lot of you all Scorpios are desiring connection, especially when it comes to love. You feel like you've done a lot of inner work, and in a sense you're like, I should be able to have a loving connection. Like I should be able to go on dates and be in love. And a lot of it is feeling like there's a lack in the love arena. And I think I've said this before, but if I haven't, I'm here to say it, that if you infuse your life with the energy of love, you can't help but have loving experiences. So if it's a thing where you desire flowers, you desire to be taken out on dates, sometimes it takes you taking the initiation to do that for yourself. Putting yourself in position to receive that alley-oop, right? So that means like you're being able to put yourself in position to receive the love that you deserve, what you believe you deserve. So if it's a thing where you're wanting flowers, again, you get yourself some flowers. You set the tone on what type of flowers you want, how you want it. You can even write a love note to yourself. Put a message within enclosed with those flowers and have them delivered to your home or to your place of business. And it comes to like dating, being on the dating scene, envision where you would want like to go. And then take yourself there. Now, if it's, say, for instance, it's a little expensive, you know, be willing to go and, say, for instance, go and do happy hour right? Usually happy hour doesn't cost as much, or just take yourself there for dessert, or for a drink or something like that. That would actually help you with your, your situation, as far as stimulating love, as far as stimulating having that love come to you. If you have pets, like, go ahead and give your pets extra love, extra care. I guarantee you, when you start appreciating the love that you have in your current circumstances, in your current environment, you will send an alert to the universe to say, love, that's what I want, and that's what I'm getting. Love loves me. I am love. And it's like sending a message to the universe. Okay, he or she likes this, or they like this, so let's give her more of that experience. Let's give her more of that. But you can't look outwardly looking for a feeler, or looking for someone to love you outside of yourself, until you first get whatever is going on within you. Okay, start appreciating you now. So it's not saying that you got to be perfect or perfectly healed, because none of us are perfectly healed. Growth is in healing is not linear, right? So you have up and down moments, but there needs to be some self-checks as far as how you view relationships and how you view loving connections. What is going on with your perception about relationships? What are things that are triggering you to attract, or not triggering you, but having you to be in relationships that are the same thing on repeat, and you're experiencing basically the same person in a different body? What is going on within your subconscious on this program that's telling you this, that, or the third? Whatever is going on. And if you need help with that, feel free to DM me, to book a session with me, and I can help you with that too. Because sometimes it's good to have someone on the outside that can see it on a holistic level, as opposed to being in the situation and not really seeing clearly because you're in it. Sometimes you can't see everything in its proper perspective and proper order because of that. Okay, because you're in it. Sagittarius, I'm hearing exhaustion, Sagittarius. Okay, so Sagittarius, you are exhausted. You've been doing a little bit too much. I'm seeing hands in every pot, and you're serving. Okay, you're serving plates, and I'm seeing you need help. If you can, please, please, please hire help. Get an assistant. Find a way, even if you have to get an intern, so you'll, have to pay much or something, because something got to give. You have your hand in way too many pots. You're doing way, way, way too much, okay? So I'm seeing that you need to really work on how, I'm hearing work life, how you operate on a day-to-day, what your life looks like, what your schedule looks like. I'm seeing that you're overcommitted in a lot of ways. There needs to be some organization in your life, and you need to hold yourself more accountable as far as the way you execute, because I'm seeing burnout with you. You'll get good, you'll get on the flow, and it's like you're making progress, but it's something about the exertion. You do a little bit too much at one given time. So when you feel good, like, this is what's going on. It's like a cycle. You'll get a lot of energy. Like, if you get your rest, you retreat, you get rejuvenated, all of that, self-care, blah, 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 right? All that. Then you think, oh, I have enough energy to do this, that, and the third, like 50, 11 projects at one time. Okay? And then in the midst of that, you're not prioritizing your self-care. So you're doing all this stuff and then getting exhausted all over again. And then you got to retreat and be down for a week, 2 weeks, maybe even 3 if you're really pushing it, because you overexerted yourself and did too much. I'm seeing a squirrel, okay? So I'm seeing the squirrel just going around, just grabbing nuts and traveling here, there, bouncing here, everywhere, in somebody's yard, over there, and then sometimes minding people's business and all that kind of stuff. Doing the most, okay? Just what it boils down to, doing the most. I'm seeing that you need to tap in and find your zen. And however you need to do that, whether it's through meditation, sound bowl, healing, getting a Reiki session to first get you grounded, and then hold yourself accountable to how much energy you're spending out. Because I'm seeing a lot of you all are spending way too much energy than what you can afford. Okay? And it puts you in a deficit because you are so into getting things done, but it's like you're exhausted by the time you're done. So what good is that? And you keep doing this never-ending cycle. Okay? So work on that, Saggies. Capricorn. My Caps. Love me a Capricorn. Capricorn. I'm hearing that you're working too hard. I don't know what you're doing. I know this sign is like all about work hard, play hard. That they work hard, but they definitely make sure they get their pleasure on. But I'm seeing you're really you don't come off like you're emotional, but I'm seeing that there's something about you that's kind of covered. People won't know that you're emotional unless they're really, 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 really close to you. And your emotions, because that's an energy that's somewhat like a masculine energy, so it comes off forceful and angry, but really there's some form of placement of sadness. So there's some sadness there within the energy, but you're coming off as if you're angry. So it's kind of like a misplaced emotion, or if a person doesn't know you, they think that you're an angry person, and you're not. So I need you to really evaluate that and to look into that energy and see what's going on as far as why are you going through those emotions, because I'm seeing that you're being misjudged as being angry when you're really just sad. Okay? Some of you are going through some major transitions in life. A few of you, it's related to love. You're making yourself stay in connections a little bit too long off of like I'm seeing like a moral obligation, like a contract. I don't know if y'all have contracts or if it's a thing where some kind of mutual agreement that some of you all may have with someone, and so you're giving them the time that they need to do whatever they need to do. But I'm seeing there's been a lot of time given to those individuals, and it's time to really evaluate what you are doing as far as that connection. Like, is that connection really serving you for your highest good? Are they draining you? Do it seem like you're teaching them more than what you're receiving? Like, it's one thing about relationships, like, yes, we should be learning. We should be receiving information from each other. We should be, bouncing energy off of each other, right? There's an energy exchange in relationship. But if it seems like you're pulling more of the relationship and making it work than the other individual, it's time to like reel it in, right? It's time to really do some checks, some accountability checks. And I'm seeing it's more so on you because you're allowing it to play out continuously with these individuals, that their time is up, it's expired. And they've had the time to do whatever they needed to do. And now it's calling for you to, I'm hearing judgment. So you need to make the judgment call on how you are going to end that relationship. Because I do see it ending. It may not be long, because I'm seeing some of you don't want to let some of these individuals go because you're comfortable. They know you and all of that. And familiarity can breed disrespect. Okay? I'm here to tell you that familiarity can breed disrespect. and comfortability, and they not wanting, they saying everything that needs to be said in order to keep you there. All right. So I want you to be mindful of that. Other Capricorns that I'm seeing, what am I seeing, Spirit? Is your circle serving you? Is the people that you associate yourself with, are they serving you? Now this is not about your ego. This is not about, oh, what can you do for me and only me kind of thing. But especially when you have individuals in your circle, you want to make sure you have the right energy in your circle, within your circle, the right people around you, the right energy, the right vibration, because otherwise they can siphon your energy when it comes to your business, when it comes to next steps in your life, like major transitions. They can stagnate your energy. Believe it or not, if you're helping individuals or you're around individuals that no longer serve you, they can actually affect your finances and pull from you and drain you. So ensure that you have those boundaries up and evaluate your circle. See, are you hanging out with people just off the strength of obligation? Because I'm seeing like a moral obligation or something like that. So it's like based on morals, like based on loyalties or certain covenants that you've established with people, certain agreements that you've had where you feel this obligation to be around certain people or to keep in constant contact. I'm seeing that's coming up to the surface as far as relationship and community. Who are you affiliated with? What energy do they bring? How do you feel when you're around them? Are they giving you, and it's not about tick for tat, but is it worth it? Is the exchange worth it? Okay. So Capricorns, that's definitely going to be something on the table that you'll be evaluating. And I heard back up. So on another tip, I'm seeing that you guys need to back up your data or back up your systems to make sure you don't lose any information, because I'm seeing something tech-wise that will be affected as far as the Mercury retrograde or this energy that I'm feeling. So make sure you have a backup to your devices, okay? Aquarius. Aquarius is about I know. And I'm hearing the line well received. Stepping into your power, Aquarius, will give you the energy of being well received in the environments, in the circumstances that are conducive to your energy. So if they're in alignment with you, you will be well received. And the key thing to know that you won't, like if it's something that is saying, should I be here? If you're not getting that invitation, if you're not being well received, if you're feeling like you're feeling an energy of disconnectedness or a comparison energy or a jealousy energy, if you're feeling those type of energies or those vibes, that means you don't need to be in those environments. And so now is called for a time. Some of you are needing to create your own invitation to an extent. So meaning you just show up and just be you, and then the people will come. The right situations will come. And it's almost like you are the invitation in itself, because you're setting your energy up for success and not failure. And it's like people will be drawn to you, and it will be effortless as far as showing up. So it won't even be a thing where you have to do a whole bunch of marketing campaigns. You don't have to do a whole bunch of showboating to be seen. And that's whether it's in your business, whether it's social media or whatever, wherever you are. It's just you showing up and being you and being authentic, being really you, the real you. the right people will come. Okay, the right invitation. All right. Pisces. Pisces is about I believe. Okay. Pisces, I'm seeing that you are forward thinking. And a lot of times Pisces get slept on because people think, oh, they're emotional, or they go with the flow too much, so they don't really get anything done. But in reality, a lot of Pisces that I know, they are about their business. Okay, they are really about their business this season. They're not playing around. A lot of us, because I am a Pisces, have gotten serious about our mission in life and about our purpose, and we have a vision, and we're very clear. A lot of us are receiving clarity this season, but definitely Pisces is very clear on where they stand, and they are not going to allow even their mindset to prevent them to being where they need to be. So a lot of us are getting real clear as far as even the hangups that we have within ourselves that have limited us to a degree from experiencing the fullness of joy, abundance, good vibes, all that. Even with our businesses, we're seeing that some things we need to evaluate and remove out of our lives, including habits that we have within ourselves. And I'm seeing that a lot of us are really getting serious. So if you have a Pisces in your life, like, they more than likely won't be inclined to partying. They won't be really involved in a lot of drinking and a whole bunch of social affairs if it's not geared up to setting them up for winning. So it's not being an opportunist. So don't get offended with a Pisces if they only are picking and choosing what aligns with their energy. So if they are saying no to some of the invitations, don't take to offense, don't take it personal. But this energy is being around things or environments or people that is enhancing our experiences. And a lot of you all are making decisions on what feels right to you and standing on it and not feeling bad, because I'm seeing a lot of Pisces people have gone down that road where I spoke about someone else previously about obligation, feeling obligated because we're family, feeling obligated because I've known you for a minute, or we've done business for a while, and all this kind of stuff, and it no longer fits. It may be fit like a few months ago, or a year, or years ago, you know what I mean, but it no longer aligns with our energy at this moment, and you have to be okay with that when it comes to a Pisces, because otherwise you will have them swimming away from you. Okay, because you will repel the energy when you're dealing with the Pisces if you're trying to force them into a situation, especially when it comes to obligation. All right, so Pisces, you're doing very well. I'm very proud of you with your energy. You're getting some things right within yourself. So if you have to retreat, Pisces, do what you got to do, you know what I'm saying, to preserve your focus and how you see things, because sometimes we're so sensitive, certain situations can shift our focus and we get distracted. So this is all the signs, the 12 zodiac signs for the current energy. Again, this energy is for us to really look inward, and I'm hearing preparedness, I'm hearing embracing your uniqueness, your gifts, your purpose, discovering what your purpose is. If you're having issues with that, I strongly encourage you to DM me, hit me up. I can help you with that. Again, I have my one-on-one sessions. They're on sale, originally $125. They're like about $90 now. That sale is going on until the end of this month. If you have questions, like just those burning questions, you just need that immediate answer to, I have those set up in my link in bio for $11.11, okay, per question. So that's pretty much what I have. I enjoyed this live, you all. I really appreciate y'all coming on this live and supporting me, supporting the messages. Y'all just been really down for me, and I appreciate you. Thank you for coming through. I will be doing YouTube's back again coming up Hopefully this week coming up, I will be doing more lives and more YouTubes, okay? And you're very welcome, and I appreciate you. I'm sending y'all so much love. Thank you so much. Feel free to share and like, and then go on my YouTube, because in my link in bio, you'll see my YouTube page. So I'm going to be posting more, okay? I'm back. All right? Mwah. Good night. Be well.